Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, you mentioned, played really well, especially late in the year. Was one of the few defensive players that had a good game in that playoff game against the Texans. Do you think the Browns should extend him?
Yeah, yeah. I see him as something more than just a linebacker, right? If we're just looking at him as like Anthony Walker is your quintessential linebacker, right? He does the linebacker stuff. He does what he needs to. He's not really a playmaker outside of that. And I can see why people would be hesitant to pay him. But JOK is a playmaker. 20 TFLs this year. Like Roquan Smith, who gets a lot of hype for being one of the best linebackers in the NFL, had 5. So think about that, how many plays that JOK was making around the line of scrimmage. Also, his average depth of tackle was less than 2 yards, which, again, you look at all-pro, first-team all-pro Roquan Smith, average depth of tackle 4.5 yards. So just look at what JOK's numbers look like compared to some of the better linebackers out there. They're they're pretty competitive, if not impressive, compared to those guys. So yeah, if I'm the Browns, I look to extend them because I think using JOK in a creative way is going to be a big part of the Cleveland Browns plan to kind of make teams pay for doubling up on Myles Garrett. I think he's going to be a huge part of that. I think he has great chemistry with Myles, and great chemistry with this defensive line. And if he's willing to get an extension done, I think the Browns should be willing to give him one because he's a kind of player that you want to lock up long term.